Hi, it's Anthony from CarPlayLife.com, and today we're looking at this 1080p smart tracking security camera from IMOU. So keep watching for my review. So I've covered a few security cameras on this channel, however most of them are aimed at outdoors rather than protecting your home indoors. Indoor cameras are great for a number of reasons. They not only allow you to monitor your indoor recordings for any potential house break-ins, they are also handy to check up on your children or pets in your house when you're away. It's also a great way to quickly check if you've left the house lights on or a door or window when you are already too far away from your house to turn back. Over the past few months, I've recently been using this IMOU Ranger 2C 4-megapixel indoor camera. It is a fairly compact 360 camera that features a 4-megapixel sensor, a 2K recording resolution, it has human detection and tracking, and there's a built-in alert siren to deter any threats in your home. With geofencing, you can choose to manually or automatically enable privacy mode. It can store recordings locally and also upload recordings to the cloud. There's abnormal sound detection and alerts, and it has night vision up to 33 feet and two-way talking should you wish to talk to anyone at home remotely through the camera and built-in speaker. In the box you get the Ranger 2C camera itself, a long USB-A to micro USB lead and a USB-A wall plug adapter to power the camera. There's a small bracket, screws and paper mounting guide to vertically mount the camera, and finally there's a number of manuals and paperwork that tells you how to get the camera up and running. Installation is very simple. You first plug the USB cable into the camera and also into the supply wall adapter and power the camera on. Once powered, the camera will come alive and begin to configure itself. You're then prompted to download the app from the Apple or Google App Store and create an online profile. And then scan the bottom QR code to install the camera and pair it with your 2.4G Wi-Fi network. Sadly, this camera doesn't support 5G Wi-Fi networks, but most decent routers will have a dual bandwidth mode to support both of these types. Once paired to your Wi-Fi network, you might be prompted to update the camera with any detected firmware updates. I recommend that you carry these out to make sure that the camera is updated with the latest security and stability updates, as well as any new features its developers have added to the camera and the app you control it with. When the updates are done, you can get to play with the camera's many options within the app, from viewing its live feed to checking historic recordings, setting up location-based modes for when you are away and when you return, and much more. The live feed is handy to view and set up the best location and also to position the camera. I tried both desktop and vertical modes. With the 360 camera degree rotation of the base unit, the camera is able to rotate around and capture any angle horizontally, whilst the camera ball inside can tilt up and down 85 degrees to capture a large area around, above or below where it is positioned in your home. Whilst it is on a flat surface or shelf, you are limited to what you can capture horizontally and up to 85 degrees vertically upwards, because it cannot look any further down than its horizontal level. So for this reason, I found vertically mounting it so it points downwards the better position overall. This is so that the camera has more freedom of movement to capture anything that's below it for things like monitoring pets that might be walking around on the floor below. Fortunately, I had the camera at the same time as adopting a 6-week-old kitten. Mounting the camera in its den allowed us to keep an eye on it and its general behaviour, and I can imagine this camera would be great for monitoring your children or babies too. Its night vision and object tracking is decent, and it does a great job at keeping up with tracking humans and even pets. However, the camera can pan a little aggressive at times as it keeps the subject in the centre of view and returning to its default start position when tracking is either lost or if the subject has left its sight. You can geofence your location in the app, so when you're away you can have it start recording and send notification alerts and stop all this when you return home. This allows you to limit the amount of recording events that it saves, which makes it easier to go through past recordings and pick out anything worth viewing back on the app. The camera can continuously record on an inserted micro SD card, with H.265 compression to save up to 50% storage space. With a 32 gig card, I had enough storage for around 25 days of event-based recordings. Unfortunately, the app could do with a few improvements, however. The local storage doesn't show thumbnails of events, for example, so you have to guess and tap through each video to learn what has happened. However, cloud storage does generate thumbnails, so there's an advantage of using the cloud option there. Also, navigating through days of events can be a little bit time consuming and just generally not as easy as Google's Nest app for browsing through historic video captures. Event recordings and images can be saved within the app and also back to your camera roll if you wish to keep any moments or videos from being overwritten with newer recordings. You can opt to use their premium cloud service if you want the security of off-site backup for your recordings or to avoid the scenario of local storage getting corrupted. 7 days of cloud recordings are stored and its monthly price is relatively cheap. There's a 30-day trial that comes free to check it out first to see if it performs well enough for you. However, I found the local storage to be just as good though. So if you want to save money, the local storage option is worth buying a large micro SD card for. The camera is able to detect abnormal sounds and alert you to them so that you can view any captured video whilst this sound is occurring. Anything from loud bangs, sneezes, baby cries can be detected and you can be alerted through either a notification or an email. The IMOU Ranger 2C outdoor camera retails for just $44.99 here in the UK, and in the US it retails for around $43.99. And you can check out my links in the description below to find out more about this camera and to buy yourself one. Overall, it's a relatively cheap way to add decent level of security inside your home. I found it very helpful to monitor my new kitten when we were out of the house. It also helped me monitor the house when I was away for a few days. With its 7-day storage online, and it's up to around 30 days worth of recording storage on a 32GB card, I also found it very helpful to look back and see various moments and events that were captured just generally on the camera. If privacy is a concern, it's very quick and easy to enable privacy mode. This will automatically roll the camera up into its base, out of sight, so you can safely tell from a distance if the lens is visible or not and whether it's able to capture you. You can also link this to geofencing so that when you return, it can enable privacy mode and also roll back out when you leave the house. I found the recording quality to be very good. Its 4 megapixel captures very well with good natural color, and its 2K resolution makes sure that small details are captured well too. Viewing all the footage and alerts back in the app is very easy. And from here you can upgrade to cloud storage, manage the camera and its functions very easily too. I found it's £2.59 for 7 days capture per month of its cloud subscription was very reasonable. You can save a little more by paying yearly, which roughly works out to be £24.99. And there's a cheaper 3-day plan there also, as well as 30 days for £5.99 per month. Or £54.99 annually. Compared to Google's Nest plan, it's a fair bit cheaper. You don't have to use this camera with the cloud though. Local storage is just as good and you can get your recordings stored for as long as your memory card can hold on to it before older recordings are overwritten. The playback is decent on both day and night. There was also one issue that I found though, and that the noise of the rotating gears is quite audible when the camera rotates and tilts. This is captured quite loudly, unfortunately, which might mean that you might miss out on any key audio moments from the event that's being captured. It also doesn't rotate continuously all the way around either, as it pans through detection or manually using the pan and tilt controls in the app. It will roughly stop towards the rear of the camera, and to capture anything further, you would need to rotate back all the other way just to continue tracking. So if you're looking for a relatively cheap indoor security camera with detection, 360 tracking, great day and night recording and options for local and online storage, then I would definitely take a look at this IMOU Range 2C indoor camera. Alright, thanks for watching. I hope you found some value in this video. If you have, please leave us a like down below and let me know in the comments if you have any questions about this security camera from IMOU, and I'll do my best to answer them. You can catch all my other tech reviews up in this playlist up here. Hit that subscribe button down below to catch all my future content, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.